Scott Morrison has found more than $4 billion to try to quell a political firestorm among Catholic and private schools. The sectors have been complaining for months that fees would have to rise if they're not given help to adjust to the new national school funding system. On a mission to clear out all major irritants for his government, the Prime Minister's clinched a deal that's meant to buy peace with schools that teach almost 1.5 million students. In a moment, Education reporter Natasha Robinson looks at the implication, but first, with the details, here's Greg Jennett at Parliament House.
Get in, boss. That's look good on your ass.
Whether helping out the hay truckers,
we want them to keep on trucking,
or sticking it to strawberry tamperers.
This is important preventative legislation.
One guiding light directs the Morrison government.
we're just getting on and fixing the things that need to get fixed.
And that's why he's completed in less than 4 weeks an unfinished fix of the Turnbull era.
We have been able to come to an arrangement to deal with the issues in education funding.
The issues had become apparent in the Longman by-election, and soon after, Catholic and private schools found a government prepared to put billions on the table.
The challenge for the government has been to work with us and with the independent sector, and we believe that through this process that is going to be achieved.
Oh, hello, girl.
The shake-up in school funding brokered by Malcolm Turnbull had a sting in the tail for non-government schools. The amount they get per student's discounted by parents' capacity to contribute, or in other words, their wealth, and the way their capacity is calculated is also changing. Instead of a broad measure of the wealth, education and employment patterns within a school's catchment area, it's now switching to the actual income declared on tax returns of parents of children enrolled. And it's in making that switch that the independent and Catholic schools felt shortchanged, which is why they're getting access to the extra $4.5 billion over a decade.
We're preserving choice, we're supporting state school education, we're stepping up.
Principles that once held out against special side deals are now being set aside with this package, but its core calculation is that financially the budget can probably afford it, and politically the coalition can't afford not to have it. And still the school funding argument will rage till polling day.
He's only proposing to fix the problem with Catholic and independent schools, not with public schools.
But from where Scott Morrison stands, the fix is done.
Hello, leader.
Perhaps rueing that a fixer hadn't done it sooner.
All set to go.
Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.